Greetings, esteemed constellations. A former aggressor here, bringing you not a memory, but a showcase of Demiurge's abilities. First, his skills. First, his attribute, divine, and his weapon type, thrust. Next, his basic skills. The first one is called Accelerated Future Reincarnation. After he removes all buffs from himself and bestows the removed buffs back to himself. On joining battle, he bestows acceleration on himself at a 100% chance. After being buffed, he can restore his own HP at a 60% chance. This creates some synergy between the ability to remove all buffs from himself and bestow the removed buff again, because if they both activate, he'll be able to restore his own HP. Second skill is Latest Artificial Dragon Snake. On phase start, he bestows Ardor on himself at 100% rate and bestows Holy Oil to himself at 100% rate. After moving, he regenerates the HP of allies in a 2 square cross radius around himself. For those having trouble picturing it, it looks like this. His third skill is called Future Fangs, where after moving, he gives encouragement to allies in a 2 square cross radius around himself at a 90% rate. Upon joining the battle, he bestows Adamantine and grants Fighting Spirit to himself at a 100% rate. His final skill is called Arriving Archon. When moving, he grants himself movement expansion in all directions at a 100% rate, meaning he can move anywhere on the field as long as it's colored blue. Upon joining the battle, he bestows prayer upon himself at a 100% rate, and after being buffed, he can increase his own CP. Increasing his own CP allows him to charge up the bar to activate his charge skill, Ophiogenes Alternative. This allows him to deal shot damage to his target, meaning that his range will increase by 1 square forward. He's also able to restore HP for those in a 2 square cross around him, and increase the CP of those who are 2 squares in a cross around him. He also grants himself debuff immunity, plus one more thing, which is increasing his chance to get a critical hit. And now for the showcase. Since I'm a bit low on coins at the moment, I'll be showcasing him in Earning Coin at Work 3. For my support unit, it doesn't really matter, but I'm definitely picking Michael. Now that I think about it, I still need a Valiant 5-star to fill up my Valiant support slot. Thinking about whether that should be Michael or Tindalos. Alright, starting now. Now, let's start with the status effects on Demiurge. The effects he's granted himself are Acceleration, which allows him to gain CP each turn, Adamantine for 3 turns, which reduces incoming damage, Vigor, which increases the damage he inflicts, Prayer to increase his skill rate for 5 turns, and Ardor and Unction, which, for 2 turns, increase his damage rate and CP, and reduce incoming damage and restore HP, respectively. The status effect that restores his CP after he doesn't move is from Michael. Now, time to start. Maybe I should have used tougher enemies. I should probably slow it down so you can see all the buffs being granted to him. Alright. These are the buffs granted to Demiurge every time he moves. Remove all buffs, HP recovery, grant Adamantine, HP recovery, grant Prayer. I'm pretty sure there were a few I didn't see at the beginning, but I noticed grant Unction, grant debuff nullification, now let me see what else is there. Prayer, that's probably the one I missed. Acceleration, Adamantine, HP recovery, Prayer and Ardor, Unction and Blessing, and Nullify debuff. One more time. The buffs he grants to himself are remove. That was the remove all buffs and then grant them back to himself.